Hello and welcome back to Football Manager once again. We have now made it to the second round of the European Football Championships, and despite believing that we'd be playing Norway for this fixture, we're actually playing England for this fixture. Yeah, I didn't expect it either, to be honest with you. Didn't expect it. But England did qualify. They managed to win against Wales on the final day 1-0. But they didn't really matter anyway because the other game was Turkey versus the Czech Republic, and the Turkish team won, I think, 5-0. So England were in no danger of being eliminated at any point. So yeah, let's get through this game. In the other games of the day, we got Spain and France. France beat Spain 1-0. Very unfortunate for the Spanish side. Norway is playing Switzerland, the other team from our group. So I believe it's second versus second in terms of groups, and then first versus first, I'm guessing, in other groups. I'm not sure. We're playing at the San Mamés Stadium for this fixture, and I have not changed any of the team. Right, so Alex Murray in goal. Valdo is coming out for Esposito, but I'm leaving Chiesa in for the fixture. Barella is coming out for Riccardi, the player that Cristante had replaced, and we're going to drop him from the team entirely for obvious reasons. Conte as well being dropped from the team entirely for obvious reasons. Valdo being put up to there. And then as centre-back, we're going to be having Romagnoli back into the side for obvious reasons. Now, we're going to continue with the same formation, but we are dropping back to a positive mentality rather than the previous mentality, which was obviously attacking, because in my opinion it's probably the better option to go with, and it's probably safer. So let's head out for possibly, because it is England, it's a very difficult side, possibly the last ever episode of Nobody to Somebody FM20. But then again, we could actually dominate this game. I don't actually know what's going to happen, to be honest with you, I don't. So let's just hope for something great, because we're going to need something great to get past an England side from this tournament. Aaron Bissaka, after 2 minutes, got himself injured. Very impressive, I have to admit. So they've already gone through one of their 3 substitutions. We are in Bilbao for this fixture at the San Mamés, or whatever you pronounce it as. Mamés, Mamé, whatever it is, I don't know. Greenwood, free kick swung into Godfrey, who heads the ball over the goal from inside the 6-yard box. Lucas Weatherby, as you can see there, is the goalkeeper for England, the new Millwall goalkeeper. And I've realised that the season actually starts in August. So, what I'm going to do is play through until the 31st of July. And I will retire on the 31st of July, so we get to the 1st of August 2034, or 2033, for the return to the side. Ogden now plays to Bellingham, forward to Dele Alli, back to Bellingham, now Greenwood, Bellingham, Greenwood, forward out wide now to Gomez, now back to Bellingham, back to Gomez, back to Bellingham, back to Gomez, swings the ball in with a cross, headed in by Dele Alli for Raheem Sterling, who is offside. Which is very lucky for us, of course. We did not want to go behind in the first half. So I'll be demanding more from the side. We need to get an opener, because I definitely think this fixture, that it's the first goal scorer, is going to be the one that wins the match. And at half time, I'm bringing off Chiesa, because he's not played well. I'm also going to bring off Tonali, because he's got a yellow card and is not playing well. So we'll leave one substitute for the second half, and we'll go from there. So, Aimati comes on, Tonali comes off for Viviani. No, not you. Viviani as a deep-lying playmaker in a defensive role. And, actually no, I'm going to have Riccardi out on the left with Viviani in the centre to have a bit further back, to create sort of a bowl shape in the midfield like we got in the defence. So they call it pushed into the middle rather than held out wide, which I think would be more effective. So back to the team talk. Let's be assertive and say I'm not happy with the performance. We need that goal. We do need a goal. So demand more. We've had 2 shots. They've had 8, but we've had 1 on target, as have they. Possession wise, very even, nearly 50-50. Now throw in to Italy. Gallo throws it to Viviani. Viviani plays it to Esposito, who crosses the ball. No, he doesn't. He gets to the edge of the box, shoots, but the ball is saved by Weatherby. Now, corner kick on the 50th minute. To be taken by Riccardi. Swings it in to the near post, headed away very, very poorly by Gomez. Armini plays it to Romagnoli, and that's the end of the highlight. But we're back though. Gallo through Aimati. Back to Gallo. Gets to the edge of the box now. Looking for a cross, but it's brought down by Ogden. Not for a penalty. And now the ball's cleared forward by England to Dele Alli, who gets to the edge of the Italian box, crosses it in to Mason Greenwood, who shoots and scores. And I think at this point we're out. I do not believe that this Italian side can come back from a 1-0 deficit. So we'll ask to show some passion. I will be changing positive to attacking, just because we need to get ourselves forward. We need to get an equaliser. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm being honest there. But we need to have something change in this fixture. There. Now then, with just 30 minutes, well, give or take, left on the clock, Italy need to come back into this fixture. We are now having shots. We're having more and more shots. This is a good thing, of course. Demand more from the side. I'm going to wait till around the 75th, 80th minute to make the final change. Sterling with a free kick over the top, met by the head of Jude Bellingham, but the ball is sent over the crossbar. Now, I think it's probably time to make that final change, and it will be for Valdo to come on for Esposito. And he'll be playing as a false 9. It's where he played in the last game. I think it'll be a good option again today. And let's see if I can actually recover in my final ever tournament and actually come back to equalise and then go through this fixture. But as I thought, I think it's going to end with just a single goal to the openers. Greenwood plays it to Bellingham. Bellingham, looking forward, actually plays it back to Chilwell. Now to Cook, back to Chilwell again. In the middle, finding Bellingham. Bellingham looks up, finds Cook. Back to Bellingham again. Cook once more. Cook looking over the top, finds Greenwood. Losing out on a tackle to Gallo, but the ball is played to Bellingham instead. Gomez now with the ball. Crosses it in, headed away by, don't know who that was actually, but Chilwell now with the ball. Shoots and scores. Absolutely atrocious goalkeeping from Alex Murray. And that's it. The entire playthrough, this entire save, has been building up to that. Alex Murray doing atrociously in goal. And I retire on a very sour note. Riccardi with a free kick now, swings it in the far post, headed away by Godfrey to Cook. Cook now with the ball, plays it to Gomez. Gomez forward to Greenwood. Greenwood looking up, plays it to Gomez. In the middle now, finding Cook. Cook looking forward, finds Rashford on the left wing. Rashford gets inside the box now, shoots, but Murray does catch the ball. And with 4 minutes of stoppage time, it's all over. Italy have been knocked out of the European Championships, and I think if I wasn't going to retire from the Italian side, I am sure as hell going to be sacked from it. And I'll be very aggressive in saying I am not happy with that result, especially Alex Murray. And I think that's it. I think I'll be sacked before I get a chance to retire from my position as the Italian manager. And yeah, very unfortunate. So we were actually the Olympic champions apparently. It's very unfortunate. But what can I do? What can I do? Anyway, so the next video you'll see will be tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sacked. I've got no chance of continuing this at the moment. But the next video you'll see will be tomorrow for you. For me, it's 3 days' time. On Friday, which will be the final look through Millwall and the final go ahead of everything we've done, and me clicking that resign button. But before I do leave today, just a bit of information for you in regards to Nenad Jovanovski. Nenad Jovanovski had an offer for him from Manchester United. Now, just a little info for you here. This bid was not small. £190 million for Nenad Jovanovski was made. And I declined it. I was not having him leave for any amount of money before I left. Jovanovski is by far the greatest player, personally, I signed. £53 million he signed for, and £190 million is a £137 million profit on a player that is by far worth more than that amount of money for everything he's brought into the club. I mean, he's won many competitions with the club. He's won the Carabao, FA and Europa League, finished runner-up in both the Champions League and the Europa Super League, as well as, not the Europa Super League, the Europa Super Cup, sorry, as well as the Community Shield, as well as finishing in 3rd place in the Premier League. I cannot see him, honestly, leaving this club whilst I was still here. So, until the 31st of July, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.